Turn that down. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat. And welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be with you on this special bonus stream. As you see, the raid train, the Christian raid train that I'm a part of. It's an honor to be a part of this. Yuha is... Well, I'm watching his stream right now, and he's playing some Dead by Daylight, and it is not going great for his team, I'm not going to lie. So he'll probably be raiding on over pretty soon. And then I'll be raiding into tonight's Game of Favorites. Should be a fun one. I'm not on it. That's next week, but it should still be a good one. But in the meantime, Kit, you have claimed the crown of Firstendom, a most special and bonus first, because it is this most special and bonus stream of this week that does not normally happen. Long may you have it, because you will have it for the weekend. Also, good to see you, Gale. Good to see you, Pistol McSquish. Thank you for enabling emote chat. Again, turn that off at some point once the Raiders come in, you know. Well, welcome them. But good to see you, Shadow Vision, as well. Also... want to give a thank you and a shout out to DragonCat4181 for following the channel. This means we are one follower away from 300. And you know what? I bet we do it tonight. With this raid train, I bet there's someone coming along, you know, because it's the raid train, it's the choo-choo, you know, all these people. So it should be good. I'm just watching Utah right now to see if we can time this raid. So I want to share what we've already built in Minecraft, you know, show off the Basilica as it is to the folks coming in on this raid train, and then start to work on the next project. Yeah, things are not looking good. Looks like one teammate's already eliminated, another teammate's on the ground. He's on some spikes. Dead by Daylight's a terrifying game, yo. It's too spoopy for me. So, well, I guess we'll go ahead. We'll dive into Minecraft. Gonna turn off emote only chat to welcome in those folks when they get in here. Let's dive into some Minecraft. So I have already set this all up to be in creative mode. Oh, get back here. And I took off all... Oh. It's not in creative mode? No, it's in creative mode. I took off all my stuff and everything in my inventory so that it doesn't ruin anything. These vines look good. I'm really happy with how those vines turned out. Just a nice little detail. But let's work on the palette. So what we're going to be doing this stream, as well as next week's Midweek Minecraft, is the anniversary build to celebrate 2 years of this stream. The actual anniversary is next Thursday, October 17th. But Minecraft's where we do this. And so what I was thinking, you know, since the Wheel of Pain, the weird candy has kind of been the new thing for this year, I thought in honor of that, building some sort of like a Willy Wonka-esque madhouse automated candy store kind of place. So like having blocks, brightly colored blocks being pushed around, and you know, that sort of thing. So it should be so definitely, you know, lots of like brightly, don't need 64, but probably going to be using like the wools and the concretes. Like, when I think Willy Wonka, I think, like, pink and purple, honestly, is probably, like, a pretty good... starter palette. We have that. What do I need to grab here? Don't really like the pink concrete as much, but might use the pink concrete powder. But then we're going to be doing some stuff with like redstone as well to animate this whole place. So I'm just going to use this starting palette just to establish generally where we want to place this. Hey, Zoe Martin 5, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. And with that, we hit our goal of 300 followers. Thank you so much, everyone. I owe y'all a... Why did that... I didn't hear it. Why did that not come up? That's weird. I don't know. Anyway, I owe y'all now a bonus stream of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. So that'll be fun. So we'll have that coming up. Might try to do that just this coming week in like the evening or something after the raid train's over, because I think that's done on Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning. I forget exactly when. We'll figure that out. But I don't want to get started on this next project until these raiders show up. You know? Hope you're doing well too, Zoe. Can't seem to get comfortable tonight, but, you know. There we go. We'll hold that position for the Raiders. I'm going to take a peek at his stream, see where he's at. Oh, he is still going. Oh, no, he's viewing his friend play, not him. Yeah, he's not in a good spot. It is still honestly mind-blowing to see this thing fully built. Like, to think that this was all done basically in survival mode. Like, all hand collected and shaped and built. Finishing one of these mega builds is always makes you feel good. I could visit Sub-Zero's build. They are raiding. Oh! Raiders inbound! I don't think Sub-Zero has had much time lately to continue building on his, but he has his nice little start to his monastery here. He has a little chapel, and there's a cell in the back of it. And then the scriptorium, which I think came out really nicely. I think he did a good job in here. Yuha! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome to the next car of the Christian raid train. You returned the raid! You remembered! Yay! I was peeking in on your game there. It looked like you were not doing well, unfortunately. But good to see you, Young Blake. Good to see you, Yuha. Good to see you, Bren. Good to see you, King Yezla. Good to see you, Otto. Good to see you, Rainbow. Welcome. Currently checking out this completed build. Well, it's mostly completed. We still have to do a few windows and some inside detailing, but that's another day's problem. Did Cassie's scream make you think we weren't doing well? Just a little. And also the fact that Yuha was watching Cassie instead of playing. Thank you for the shout out to Yuha Gale. Yuha's a fun person. Check him out if you haven't already. Raid returned. Good to see you, Beer Fox. So yeah, then inside the church as well, we have the high altar of the Baldacchino, low altar of the tabernacle, choir stalls for the canons and their own altar area. Bad Roxy, good to see you. And Gale has redeemed a father joke. Perfect timing for the raid train. And I have to say that hyperbole is without a doubt the single greatest thing that has ever been invented in the world at any time. Love me some hyperbole. So yeah, this is what we've been up to in Minecraft. If yeah, man, it's almost like he planned that. I know it all according to Keikaku. Translator note: Keikaku means plan. Oh, we also have the little graveyard over this way. It didn't say a good father joke. That's true. And we have our nice little graveyard over here. So yeah, so this is what I've been working on in Minecraft. If you haven't been around one of my Minecraft streams lately. Yeah, the cross go through the from the Baldacchino in the rose window is really cool, and that's because it's so big that the far end isn't actually rendering properly. Like it's too big, and so light can come through in a way that it honestly shouldn't be. Is it still under construction? There's still some detailing work, so you'll see like right here some windows need to be installed, and then there's some stair pieces on the inside I need to do. Because on these three transepts, you'll see it's kind of blocky, but on the nave, I've kind of beveled it off with stairs, so I need to do that. But that's not what we're here to do today. I just wanted to show this off because I think this is really cool. There are two kinds of people in the world: those that can come to conclusions based on incomplete data. There are 10 types of people in the world: those that understand binary and those that don't. You knave. Well, not quite. You spelled correctly, but I suppose in that context, knave should have a K. But anyway, what we're going to do today is, in creative mode, I have this tradition on the anniversary of my stream to build something. So last year, we built the Door to Darkness from Kingdom Hearts. Because that was the very first game I had ever streamed. So we built that. So this year, I've introduced this whole... I do dare challenge your English, and I will have at thee. This year, I've introduced the Wheel of Pain, like all sorts of bad candies. And so in honor of that, as you see with all of these brightly colored blocks, I want to make a candy store. Kind of a Willy Wonka-esque madhouse. I was thinking kind of building it on this hill back. So that's what we're going to do. And also, Nana Kit has asked for Rotata. So today is the feast day of a really cool saint and a very recent saint, John the 23rd. He convoked the Second Vatican Council. And he had a great sense of humor. He has this great line that once he was being interviewed and someone asked him, well, how many people actually work at the Vatican? And he stopped for a moment and he paused and then he said, about half. But he was also a great man of service to the people of God. He had been the Cardinal Patriarch of Venice before being Pope. And he had a great love of the people there and taking care of them and wanting to know them and walk with them. So very pastoral. And he also had a great sense of humility. He had this prayer that he would say as Pope every night. Lord, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. It's your church. You look after it. And I think there's a great sense of trust and playfulness in it of saying, yep, I'm an individual human being. I cannot solve all the problems. And I know I won't, and I don't have to. Because I can trust God to be God and continue to guide his church. Actually, we'll leave that there for now. What do I look like? A church watcher? I don't know. You watch me. Can you build it like Willy Wonka experience? No. No. That thing is just cursed. Oh, speaking of the bad candy, Nanakit, thank you for the 300 bits. Give me just a moment to finish clearing out these trees in this area. And I might replant more trees when we're done just to repopulate the area. But I like starting with a blank canvas. So for those of you who haven't seen, this is the Wheel of Pain. For 300 bits, you get to spin it, and I have to eat the candy. Nana Kit got the first today. Good to see you, Mel. Good to see you, K-Max. Honey Mint! It's one of those Japanese candies. I don't remember if I've had the Honey Mint one before. Like candy corn, but how are candied pine cones? Yes, candied pine cones. They're they exist. Anyway, yeah, this is the Honey Mint. Do I have a coin? Never. They've been described as almost good. Yeah, that's the worst part, is they are almost good. Well, it's candy corn that actually started this whole thing. Yeah, that sure is a flavor. It's a very medicinal mint. You know, like a cough drop, like a mint cough drop. Mentholy. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Okay, let's fill in and flatten out, because I think on this level will be good. When all is said and done, I will terraform as well to make this look more even. Actually, you know what it is? It's like eating a candy that is Vicks VapoRub flavored. Like, as that's, you know how, like, when you breathe in Vicks, it has that, like, staying power in your chest? This has that same flavor, or same, like, feeling. Hey, Webby, your internet crashed. That's no good. I hope... Well, since you're here, I think it means you got it fixed. I hope so. At least enough that you can be on the show tonight. I killed all chance for you to like Honey Mint. Well, at least these Honey Mint candies. Fingers crossed. Looks like it's gonna hold out, but could take 37 minutes after the show starts. Oh no! Can you join on like your cell phone? You want to try Fisherman's Friend? Fisherman's Friend is amazing. It's like, buy some and hang on to it for the next time you have like a cold or something that's like keeping you really congested, and then use some of that and you'll be like, whoa, everything's better now. Like Crash, did Crash join from the hurricane? I didn't see that episode. I wasn't. Oh yeah, easily better than Ricola. Okay, I think that should be enough space. Because you may be thinking, it's like, it's just a candy shop. How big does it have to be? It's like, well, I do have to have... Well, so that actually makes a nice land bridge there, finally. Building in creative mode? Yeah, it's for the anniversary build. Good to see you, Step Zero. He had his headlamp on. Oh my goodness. That is wild. Get raided, kid. Join the raid late, kid. Let's see, how wide is this? 5? Yeah, that seems good, because then that would be 12 wide in total. So this is just the general footprint. I'm not late, I'm a wizard! Mm-hmm. I don't mind... Actually, I don't even want this to be a simple shape. So I'm actually going to kind of make it this weird, wonky L. No, you're Peter Tony. No, this is Patrick. What are going to be the Oompa Loompas? It's not necessarily that it's going to be directly Willy Wonka. It's more like Willy Wonka inspired, like that kind of over-the-top, whimsical. A wonky purple L. Waluigi confirmed. Waluigi. Yes, with this shape. Because, like... So I need more redstone stuff. Let's grab concrete powder. So, like, one idea would be... If I do this... No, that doesn't break it. What? Will cactus block break it? Wonka-esque makes sense. So working saying world. No, you're all good. I'm just saying, don't expect a, oh my goodness, because I only go on sand. Nope. I need something that could, like, that would cause this to break so it would become an item and fall into the hopper. And maybe such a thing does not exist, but you know what? Oh well. Where am I looking? Where'd my pusher go? If you drop the concrete down from a bit higher, Then you could have it fall onto a torch or a half slab and it will break. Ah, that's a good idea. We can test that pretty easily. Nope. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Peter Tony. I've been playing this game for years and I'm still learning things. What can I say? Peter knows his way around factory's redstone, sir. A factory gateway drug? Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I need it fall, duh. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. We know how it will break in general principle. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, so that works. So you can see the idea that I'm now going for is then we would have kind of multiple levels. And then I know there are ways to use hoppers to go up, actually. It's crazy. I'll have to look into exactly how that's done. But basically, so we could spit out blocks and then put them in the hopper, and then they'd recycle. I believe Factorio's devs were partially inspired by Minecraft mods. I can see that. So doing this, but now what I want to do is introduce the clock, so it's automated. His hubris is my downfall from grace. So the simplest clock I know how to set up is like this. Need a lever. So I need to test. Okay, that's what I thought. So I need. Hey, there we go. First one's done. Are we redstoning? Oh, yeah. Opus Magnum is a fun game. And also the title makes no sense because Magnum Opus, Opus Magnum, it's a Latin phrase. It means literally the exact same thing either way. I might need to use a repeater up here, but that's okay. Nope, not a torch. And now, obviously, all of this will be hidden. Okay, that's just long enough that we can get there. And this is part of why this building will ultimately be quite large, is it's going to be hiding all of this. Wow, I'm surprised that reaches, actually, to be honest. But I will take it. I've been suggested that I spin the wheel of NHL teams and knock out round until one remains. So I will promptly do as such. Go root for the Utah Hockey League. They have a terrible name and it's their first season. Just having a stream of redstone dust dangling in the air to connect to things like dangling exposed wires and perfectly safe engineering setup. Yeah? Oh, what did I say? Did I say league? Did I rank it too high? I'm sorry, the hockey club. It sounds like a soccer club. Let's start a club. I'm president. They're Coyotes with more money. Still don't have their own stadium. Yeah, but at least it's not a college stadium that they're just randomly in. What? Why is this one not triggering? Excuse me. There you go. I swear I tested this and that worked. Whatever, we'll leave that like that for now. I'm going to need a way to turn this on and off as well so I don't just waste resources, but that's a tomorrow problem. Oh, are they not destroying a Abravanel Hall anymore? Well, that's good news. This is a janky thing with piston clocks. They can't push a block into a space where another piston is currently retracting from. Boo! I swear I tested this, and I swear I figured out something that worked. Oh, well, it still looks cool just doing its thing. That's the kind of safety standards you want in your candy store. Just moving pistons. I need a delay. That sounds like effort. Oh, good. Now they're mashing. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave them mashing. That seems more appropriate. There are magical workarounds, but only by copying someone else's work. Meh. This is safe. Okay, so I need to work on the timing there. There we go. So they all need to be pushing at the same time. That's fine. Yeah, this is supposed to be like a candy store. It'll make more sense, I think. When it's all built. So I guess we should have, like, checkout counter. That would make sense. So maybe those could go like that. Because, like, it won't all be crazy contraptions. It will partially be crazy contraptions, mostly be crazy contraptions, but need a display to get children in the door. I know. We're just starting on it. Definitely gonna need some honey blocks. That thing looks crazy enough. Love the purple. Yeah, it's a good one. A wacky minecart, perhaps? That's a good idea. Do just like a random minecart going, whee! It'll have to be like, it'll be like above everything else. Are you expecting to automate placing the concrete after you collect it in your hopper? Is there a way to do that with droppers or something? I don't know. We're figuring this out. We're mostly here to have fun and just kind of... There's an element... Again, it's all whimsy and it's all... You know, there's some bending of... suspension of disbelief and all that. Yeah, we'll figure it out. St. Honoratus Whimsy Candy Shop and Death Trap Emporium. Yep. That's right, I need to remember the name Honoratus. He's the patron saint of candy makers, it turns out. You know, pink candles kind of look like candy. Sea pickles are candy, right, kids? You like to eat sea pickles. Honoratus? Sure. We're getting a different view of the office. Yeah, because I'm using a different PC. I had to move the camera. Sea pickles are my favorite ice cream. I could use a brew stand and bottles. We'll come back to that in a moment. What? I'm gonna turn these clocks off for now. Proof of concept, they work. You got pickles? Kyra says we're gonna start watching Hermitcraft. Seems to be about sea pickles. Oh dear. Guess what I'm gonna eat at the 300 followers special? I already had a gummy. It wasn't gummy, but I had like a pickle, like a spicy pickle candy. It was terrible. I love pickles. Okay, well, when you put it that way. I need these blocks to behave, please. I'm so bad at Minecraft, I don't remember how to place blocks. There we go. Got like a giant lemon thing. Nope. I have intrigued you. Frank says it's spicy dill hot sauce. See, a sauce is fine, but a candy is a whole nother level. Lemons are good. Like, candied lemon peel? Yeah. Really like... Oh, you can't cluster different colored candles together. Let's go for some water bottles. Well, that's obnoxious. Candle makers also fall under Honoratus. Okay, cool. If people are convinced that they're not candy and they're candles, although I think they kind of look like a bottle or something. So, you know, I think it's, again, you gotta have a little suspension of disbelief here in Minecraft. There's only, the palette is only so big. Vines. What do glowberries naturally grow on? Like, what's that vine called? Why is he not the romantic one? I don't know. Because Valentine is easier to rhyme than Honoratus? Cave vines. Well, that's not a thing. There's a way to grow them, isn't there? Like, naturally? Do I have to get a hoe? There's so much in Minecraft I honestly don't know much about. Because, like, I'm just so focused on the building that, like, all the farming things and, like, the XP they've introduced, I'm like, I don't really know what that's about. You know what? Shulker boxes would make great, like, you know, where there's different candies. Placing glowberries on the bottom of a block creates a vine. Aha! Aha! There we go. That's how I'll do it. Yeah, like I've seen glowberries and like I've harvested them. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. There we go. That's not a bad little window display. Again, color is not final, because I will probably make this all, like, multicolored. Probably not like a rainbow multicolored, but like a limited hue. There we go. It's not a bad little display. Might tweak it, but it's a good start. And then we can have another one over here, so we'd actually need to move this over all by 2. Give it space. I am done working! My weekend has officially started! Huzzah! I recommend beer. I think that's a good next step. Okay, so I had an idea. So what I was thinking is... Yep, not that. You know how at candy stores there's like the wall with buckets you pull out, you scoop things. So what are we building? Whimsical candy store. To store all the terrible candy. Anyway, I was thinking doing that and using like item frames and shulker boxes. I think the only drinking alcohol we have in my house is Campari Liqueur 43 and Turva. Mmm. And then they open outward like that. But I want to extend this wall. So it's kind of evenly spaced. .43 and a shaken espresso is... I'm going to take that as very good. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what 43 is. A mild orange liqueur. Oh, okay. I could definitely see that being good in a in coffee. Lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Item frame. Okay, so what kind of things do I want to use to represent the various candies? I feel like that might look cool in a frame. I have an idea for the candles here. Could do a block of honey. Let's do honeycomb, actually. Let's do honeycomb, and we'll also have a honey bottle. Cocoa bean seems like a good one. So my thought, maybe sideways. Yeah, sideways, so it's like a lozenge. On the candles is if you turn them upside down, it's kind of like a lollipop. Okay, I need 2 more. I could just do a honeycomb. Let's do a honeycomb instead of a honey block. Which of these eggs is the most brightly colored and doesn't look poisonous at the same time? I guess armadillo kind of looks like a chocolate egg. Ah, rabbit. That one looks perfect. Looks like a chocolate chip cookie. Oh, wait. There are actual food items I could be using here. Maybe a golden apple? Instead of maybe that one. Ah! No! Hoy! Good to see you, Bree. Thank you for the lurk. As if poisonous colors ever deterred the determined candy eater. I mean... Candy Factory looks good, but it needs more Tide Pods. Orange. Blue. There has the Tide Pod wall. Do you like the wall of Tide Pods, Peter? Is that good? Probably have basically like a stand here. Actually, this could be the cashier area right here. And in the middle. Beautiful wall. I mean, just imagine eating a Tide Pod that big. Editors, no, please don't eat a Tide Pod that big or otherwise. What if, and hear me out now, there was only the one window, like the big display window, and then entrance into the store here, and like a regular window looking into the store. Like, I'm trying to break... I had a Tide Pod in my head. Dang. Oh, I'm always ruining Mel's fun. Brother's only against Tide Pods because he bought Oxyclean. Oh, Pitoni, you've sussed it out. I'm secretly a corporate shill. I'm just really bad at it because I never talk about it. But with this build... That's how I got my collar so white. Yeah, and totally that's not just like a piece of plastic. Although I will say it's pretty funny. I always know with my alb, so the base layer of white that I wear whenever I celebrate Mass, I always know that the sisters think it's dirty because I will celebrate Mass for them. And the next day, if I go into the sacristy, my alb will magically have been washed and pressed and ironed. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's not every time. That's how I know that they are looking at it and deciding whether or not to do it. I love the sisters. They're great. They're so great. Anyway, two thoughts are, one, I want to break out of symmetry in this build, which we've already accomplished, and that's why I kind of like the different window ideas. Because I think that adds to the whimsy. This would be so much easier to navigate around now. Because I have my sugarcane farm over here. But then, like, we could have a couple small aisles of things. Honestly, this pink already looks like cotton candy, so I might reutilize that. But I like these two simple machines. Like, I don't think there has to be much, but, you know, it's not out of the realm to say this is a taffy puller and this is like a candy dispenser. I might encase it behind glass maybe, but probably not. Let's mess around with these for a bit. So that just spits that out. What about your friend here? What is your difference? You both are doing the same thing! Liars. Then I need a way to control this. So that turns it on. Oops. Okay, so that turns it on. I need a way to turn it off. Hey, Juliana. You're glad you're here. Father Evan is breaking the redstone logic. I'm doing my best. But I still need a way to turn this all off. Like, one way is to break the circuits. I'm gonna go somewhere else really quickly. Work on a blink clock. Hey, Wall of Steel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Should I just do that? Is there a way to... I'm trying to think if there's a way to interrupt a signal without physically breaking it. Good to meet you too, Juliana. I might just have to... have another spot where I could have a pusher that would activate and break it. You love the pulse. All right. That's great. It's not often that we've actually even been heard of, I'll admit, but I am glad that you know us. So like if I had a... You converted Catholicism as passed by saints and religious sources, say a lot of them. That's awesome. Like, I guess I could just physically... Yeah, I think that's how I have to turn it off. And if I ever want to turn it back on, it's a... There are ways. Nope, didn't want that. Okay, good. So that's an emergency shut-off switch. And we'll make one over here as well. Right behind me, I had to ask Father Reelers after his name. Yeah, it happens. But it's all good. Oh, that's too close. Okay, that's enough. So we have our two, dragon. Greetings, mortal! Apparently that's the secret to followers is befriend Mel. They bring all the friends. And we're here for it. Yeah, you're just social and have lots of awesome friends. That's just like people. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Guess what kind of doors do we want? I kind of dig that mangrove door. Or, who said they have to match? All hail Mel the Magnificent. Yeah, it'd be like that. You just follow Juliana. Well, if you're following a friend of Mel's, I think you're doing pretty good. No, I don't like that one so much. I like that one. Not big on these copper doors. Maybe the mangrove door? Kind of looks like a chocolate bar. Okay, so this could be about roof height. I played D&D once! Got to DM a tax-worshipping cult that would not stop touching your tabaxi bar. That's nice and weird. Hey, Juliana the Great. Thank you for the gift to Dragon Cat. Dragon Cat, give Juliana a big ol' thank you. Enjoy those emotes. And Juliana is also gifted a sub to Bren. Bren, give a big ol' thank you. And Mel has cheered 300 bits. We know what that means. Well, let's do a Father Evan hype train. Well, that's fair. With candy. Well, since we are building the candy store after all. Oh, I'm terrified what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, it's something safe and normal. A pulparindo. All right, pulparindo. This is a tamarind candy. And Mel, thank you for the gift sub to Juliana. Juliana, give a big ol' thank you. Okay, so tamarind. It's a fruit, I guess. Anyway, Mel, should I have the tamarindo, the mango, the sandia, or the extra picante? I'll let you pick since there's the 4 flavors. Sandia. That's a win for me because that's the best. Oh, a train on a train. Trains on trains. Good to see you, Squirrel. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Squirrel, I actually had a question for you. I don't want to put you on the spot, so if you don't want to answer, that's totally cool. But are you on Twitter, and is your image a squirrel dressed as a nun? Getting ready to lurk. You got a show in an hour. Good luck. Have fun with the DMing portion of it. You are not on Twitter. Okay, so there's another Catholic out there that uses a squirrel as their image. But I came across that squirrel. I'm like, is this the same squirrel or is this a coincidence? More authoring? Yeah. Still. Have fun. Thought someone has made a Twitter of me back when I played OSRS. I don't know what OSRS is, and I'm afraid to ask. I abandoned Twitter when it became overrun with ads. Yeah, I basically just use it to advertise that I'm going live. I have a couple followers who are on there who look for that notification. By giving to Father Evan, it's not tithing. What? It's totally tithing. It's not tithing. Oh, okay. I missed the double negative. I apologize. What are we building? We are building, so this upcoming week is my 2-year anniversary of streaming. And last year we did a thing, and I like it as a tradition. We built this in creative mode. It's the Door to Darkness from Kingdom Hearts. Because for the first anniversary, the first game I ever played on stream was Kingdom Hearts. I'm starting to get to the spicy center. And so that was built kind of in honor of it. And then the candy thing they've seen me do now was something I introduced last year or during this previous year. And so to kind of honor it, I'm building this kind of crazy Wonka-esque candy store. So I just kind of like the idea of like bright colors everywhere, filling the walls. So anywhere that's like solid purple, like back there, I'm probably going to go back and change, but right now. You have a Keyblade? You cosplayed Kairi? That's awesome. I'm amazed in all my years I've never broken down and bought a Keyblade. And Kit has gifted a sub to Pawwall. I wasn't sure if at first that was paywall or Pawwall. One second too late for the train. Oh no! I'm sorry. It's all good. Thank you for the support. Can always get a Keyblade for 2nd year anniversary. I don't know where I'd put a Keyblade, to be honest. Like, as cool as that would be, you may notice I already have a lot of stuff on my walls. And being a priest, I don't have a ton of space or money. So, like, I have an allowance, but, like, it's nothing crazy. I'm gonna use, like, any yellow. I need to fix that. Yeah, we'll fix that later. Woo! Oh, that was a spicy hit. Oh, that's right. It was your love of St. Francis that brought the two of you together. That's awesome. May I ask what you have on the walls? In particular, these 5 frames you see behind you, it's a collection of Magic cards. I love... I've been playing Magic for a really long time. But I also love the Art Deco aesthetic. And they did a set that's like all Art Deco. So those are like all the fancy foils of those on display. But I also have, I think I counted out once, 11 icons in my office. I have some other nerd artwork. I have various Lego sets, so you can't quite see it. Well, you can see that the Mario question mark block, but I also have the Titanic, the Saturn V, Space Shuttle Discovery. I have one lightsaber on display. Actually, I have 2 lightsabers on display. I need to put the wall hangings up so I can put a third up. Yeah, and I found a picture, or not a picture, a statue of Isaac Hecker. Which might shock you, but I am a nerd. And my pay forever. I have a beautiful cross stitch made by my mother that shows the text of the final promise that I made for life, so my final profession. And along with it, we have a tradition of receiving a penny as our official payment. It's complicated in American legal stuff of the past, but it's a really fun tradition. I think I'll just leave it like that. Fancy lightsabers are so beautiful. They are. So one is Count Dooku's, one is Mace Windu's, and then one is one I built myself at the Make Your Own Lightsaber thing at Disney. So what kind of roofing do we want on this? Prismarine slabs could be pretty good. And bamboo mosaic, maybe? And then we'll put lights in too, so like this won't all just be... What's my favorite color of lightsaber? Orange. My second favorite is purple, because purple is my favorite color, but I don't know. Orange lightsabers are just really cool to me. The penny thing has you intrigued? I mean, I can explain it. So the basic concept is that at a time... This isn't necessarily true now because contracts have become more complicated, but there was a time when, in order for there to be a legally binding contract, there had to be an active exchange of goods or services. But the thing is... So, like, the priest, or the guy to be a priest signing it is giving over his life. And so, thereby, his services. But he's not getting anything in return. So to make it legally binding, you have to receive something in return, so you receive a penny. That way there is at least some exchange, thereby making it binding. Yeah, it's a cool tradition. So we get a penny, and the hope is, I mean, pennies being phased out is a problem, but the hope is that it's a penny of the year that you make your final profession. So mine says 2018 on it. Although one year we had a guy who was Canadian make his final profession, and the president at the time joked because Canada had recently done away with their pennies. Like they no longer mint them, and they're being phased out of circulation. So he joked about how he couldn't get one, and so instead he decided he'd get them a nice shiny loonie, a $1 coin. But then he felt bad because the Americans were only getting a penny, and so he had to get them something more, and he got them like a gold American dollar or something. So they got a lot of... Who gets the penny? The president, who when you make your final profession. Who chooses the penny? It's honestly just the job of the president to go and make sure he picks one up. Okay, so now we're gonna need some lights. What are those? Glowstone would be good. What are those blocks in the sea? Ooh, you know what'd be fun? We have all this coral. We could make a the president of the community. Yeah, should have clarified that. My apologies. Anyway, we could make a fish tank full of the corals. That could look really cool. And totally fit in with just the randomness of a Imagine the president at the bank. I need a roll of well, it's so funny because they actually have to do that every year, and they have to go. It's like, can I just get like $1 worth of pennies or $1 worth of change and make sure there's some pennies in there? No, actually, it's a running joke that every year the president forgets and has to run to the bank and get one. What is that block called? Like the prismarine light. There it is, sea lantern. Meep. Me pinging out. Didn't realize religious communities had presidents. We are, as far as I'm aware, the only one that does that. We had previously used the language of superior general, which would be standard to religious communities, but at one point we decided no, in line with our American character, we'll use the term president instead. Yeah, we are relatively new in the church magnitude of things. We were founded in 1858. Right here in New York City. I didn't know religious communities had generals. Yeah, so the term general gets used in religious, or actually just in church life in general, because you have like, diocese can have a vicar general. And what it means essentially is that you have general authority. So the superior general is the superior over the whole community. So is it true that eggs are allowed for Friday fast? I think I read somewhere that Paul VI was the one to allow it. I mean, yeah, eggs are allowed. It's not considered meat. I don't know if that was a Paul VI thing or not. That's a great... I don't know the history of that. But yeah, they are... If you're avoiding eating meat on Fridays, which is a good and holy thing to do, then yeah. Eggs are an A-OK protein. So we're going to be closing this off. I want to make sure it has torchlight to keep it safe. That's abstinent, is it not fast? I mean, yes, but abstinence is a kind of fasting. Like, fasting, it's one of those things where it's like, all abstinences are fast, but not all fasts are abstinences. So it is Friday, it's recommended that the fast be an abstinence. Because there's nothing confusing about language. Actually, let's make those. Lurk, thank you for the lurk pistol. So in about 40 minutes, we'll raid on over to P. Tony for Game of Faves. Root for Webby is my personal advice tonight. It's his first time. He's a funny dude. He's a good dude. He's a positive dude. And he'll be coming up later in the raid train. Gonna just put some extra torches around. Just for a little extra light. Yeah, what if we turned this corner into an aquarium? Yeah, I mean, it's recommended that Fridays you do an act of penance, and the normative act of penance is a fast from meat and abstinence. It's one of those things where, like, again, like language, like fasts are contained within fasting, or abstinence is contained within fasting, but fasting is a bigger category. I can give it a glass top to let light in. That's true. I think that's what we'll work on this upcoming week. For now, I just want to close this off. Can we fly by the big basilica? Absolutely we can. You can do that as soon as I'm done with this wall. It looks like giant gummy blocks, and I love it. This section I don't have to have as tall. So I can just go ahead and close this section off. Which will mean closing that off as well. You want candy so bad? No. No, I'm good, personally. You have candy. Yeah. There is a big basilica. I will definitely be showing that off before the end of stream here. Just trying to figure out right now, like the building heights or roof heights I want on this. Because this dropper, I'm going to have to figure out something to do with this. I might just have... It might just be proof of concept to show off every now and then. Just have like a pile of cement up here that can drop down one at a time. Well, that won't work. What am I thinking? Brain. Brain, please, brain. Oh, it's not braining. Can't wait till the other PC is back. Neither can I. And the good news is the GPU is on its way back. That's been shipped. So that's supposed to be here this coming week. The motherboard was supposed to ship yesterday. I might cover up anything that's not... Yeah, I'm gonna cover things up. Hey, Bubble. Hope you enjoy the emotes. Was the Mobo determined to be healthy? Oh, it's getting repaired. Fortunately, the graphics card was determined to be fine, which tells me that all the other components are likely fine, so I won't have to send the RAM out. And I already have, like, the CPU people just, in like a day, like, checked the CPU, went, yep, it's cooked, and just sent me a new one. It was like, oh, thank goodness. But the Movo people are repairing it and taking their time, which I hope means they're doing a good job. Okay, that is the external part of the Oh, look, and the glowberries are growing. Nice. This is the external part of the candy store, more or less finished. And we're gonna do an aquarium somewhere, probably here-ish would be good. But I kind of like the shape that the store has already. Maybe I put an aquarium here. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna spam all these torches so that next time I'm like, why are these torches here? And then I go, oh yeah, that's where I want to put the aquarium. And then we'll design more stuff to go on the walls and to go on the countertops and the checkout area. We'll add the details. Yeah, these parts are crazy precise. Hey, Galmage, is this where you eat kids who are cry during mass? No. I don't eat kids who cry during mass, because if the church ain't crying, it's dying. So yeah. It's not a bad little start. And we could add some windows too, like we can knock things out and add windows. Like I don't think that's a bad idea. But I think oh, and a floor. We need to figure out an actual floor other than grass. But I think this is a good start. And makes this place feel very, oh, I need to empty out all of this. Makes it feel, you know, very whimsical, very alive. Never built a computer yourself, but worked on cars. Yeah. Cars are tough, because, like, computers are basic, especially now, are so often kind of like Lego sets. It's like, it's very obvious where things go, and they click in, and it's like, right? I look at a car and I'm like, why are there 7 pipes going to this one thing? I don't know what this is or why it's here, and I'm terrified. So colorful, I know, and it's great. Except for that wall. That wall will fix. But otherwise, I am digging this, and I think that's a good place for it for now. So yeah, Door to Darkness. And then, you know, God willing, if I'm still doing this next year, we'll build something representing year 3. Just big and hot, and sometimes have electricity in parts. Yeah, and that's the scary thing. Anyway, here is the Basilica of Our Lady Queen of Angels. This has been, unlike what we just did, this has been built entirely in survival mode. So we just built, last time we just completed this graveyard. Then we have the mausoleum over here. I guess we have the giant church there, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, thank you. See, I don't know, like, all the technical stuff, like, where to find things, but, like, ask me to build something, and I shall build it. So, yeah, this is the inside. There's the high altar with the baldacchino. Over this way, in this tower, we have the baptistry with the world's smallest Paschal candle. Thank you. Then, as we come down here below the high altar, we have what's known as a confessio. You'll see it in a lot of Roman places like St. Peter's Basilica, Santa Maria Maggiore. There's like an area that leads to a niche underneath the altar, and that's where there's like an important relic held. So that's what this is. It's a lapis lazuli coffin with a couple of relics over it. So St. Peter's is right over, the confessio leads into St. Peter's tomb. But yep, we have the inside of the baldacchino here with the main altar, presider chairs and deacon chairs to assist, as well as ambos for the lectors and the cantors. It's a great shot looking out at the rose window. On this nave, it's a little bit simpler, but we have the confessionals. And these are built again in a very Roman style. So if you go to if you go to Rome on like a pilgrimage, this is the style that you'll see. You'd be terrified to lecture at a basilica that large. It'd be fun. I proclaimed the word at St. Patrick's, which is the largest church in Manhattan. I was as a deacon. It was about this size. Maybe a little bigger. Anyway, on the other side, on this nave, we have a smaller chapel with the tabernacle. So designed more for a kind of a daily mass setting. And then we have the 2 sacristies tucked away. So this one's the vesting sacristy. We'll come to these in a moment. The working sacristy, so like where you'd keep your vessels and where you'd wash them. Also, check out inside the dome and into the tower. It would be cool to lecture there, but nerve-wracking, yeah. And then in this final nave, or not nave, transept, I guess. No, this would be the apse. Because you have the nave there, transept. This is the apse, especially because it's curved. We have the choir stalls, so this would be where like the monks or the canons would gather to celebrate Liturgy of the Hours. Each one of them has a individual stall along with their books. And they would also gather here to celebrate their chapter masses. So they have their own altar and their own ambo set up. You went to St. Pat's when you visited Brooklyn, never walked into a church and just started crying. It is very pretty. Next time you're in New York, though, come to St. Paul's. It's even prettier. I am a little biased. Our Lady of Stars. I have not been there. But yeah, then all the towers you can actually go into, just like the baptistry one. They just don't have anything in them. But you can go in and you can look up. But I do like the windows and the apse. I like how I did these two curves. Like that was not easy to figure out how to do a little curve up there and a bigger curve down here and make it all work. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Maybe next year for a pilgrimage for 2025. Unfortunately, there are no holy doors being opened outside of Rome for the whole year of 2025. It's they're focusing on sending pilgrims to Rome for the core holy doors. Just a little biased. Rome is expensive. Well, yeah, but they're also using it as an initiative to do a lot in Rome and like do a lot of upkeep work. Ow. So here it is from the highest part, the highest tower. So this one tower, all the others actually have an odd footprint. This one has an even footprint. Just because it's on top of a dome and I needed to do that. Oh yeah, and there's also all the flying buttresses too. I like those. Those are fun. But it scales nicely such that when you're on a ground level, it more or less matches. Like, especially the cross fits in. Think of going to NOLA, visit a friend, Weird pilgrimage plan? Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, you can still do it. Like, no, don't let me stop you. But it won't count as a pilgrimage of the holy year. Have you ever been to St. Anthony's in Pittsburgh? I have not. I have only ever been in Pittsburgh for about an hour in total. He's so tall, he's worried about blocking others. Oh. I really like this view, too. Just like that little bit of stained glass. So, but you may have noticed that in the design of this, it's kind of an interesting conglomeration of things, because it's kind of a little bit of St. Peter's is in there, a little bit of Notre Dame, particularly with its flying buttresses, and then the sandy color and the kind of pockmarked design is inspired by Sagrada Familia. Well, thank you. Now, disappointed for if it was like 7 different Holy Door sites, one for each continent. Yeah, but really the idea of the Jubilee, like the actual every 25-year Jubilee, really is rooted in Rome. It's more the extraordinary Jubilees that are more broadly expanded to other nations. So it's like one of those where it's like, I get why you guys are limiting it from like a theological administrative purpose, but from a practical one, And I was supposed to potentially lead a pilgrimage, and it just fell through, and it's like, come on. Oh, I have heard of that place. Second largest reliquary in the world, second only to the Vatican. There's a really cool place in Ohio that also has like the largest, second largest collection of relics in America, so just behind St. Anthony's. And then if we go below, you can kind of see the footprint. Little Flower Basilica here in San Antonio. They'll be opening their holy doors? Oh, okay. That's odd, because this holy year doesn't have extra doors, but I guess they're doing theirs, and they're like, well, whatever, we're going to open our holy doors anyway. But, you know, good on them. Also good to see you, Britt. Nope, wrong buttons. Okay, let's recollect our stuff. Now that we're not doing creative mode stuff right now. And yes, my skin is a priest. Man, that's a weird sounding sentence outside of context. My skin is a priest. What does it mean to open the holy doors? Like Vespers? There is actually a special ritual for opening the holy doors. So actually the holy doors proper get sealed up. Like they break them off and everything in Rome. And then there's a ceremony wherein the Pope will knock and then they'll tear it down and the doors will open and the Pope will kneel and pray at the entrance. And then the holy year is declared open, and anyone who passes through the door, there's a plenary indulgence, so there's an extra sort of forgiveness of your sins for going through it and making the pilgrimage and going there and doing it. So, but yeah, there's pictures of the ceremonies, and like if a bishop does it in his diocese, because like he has the right to do that. For his own purposes, and sometimes the Pope will be like, everyone have a holy door. So like during the Holy Year of Mercy, basically every parish was invited to have a holy door for people to go through. But sometimes a bishop will just be like, hey, it's an anniversary of our diocese, we're going to open a holy door. Those ones don't get bricked off. It's just the ones in Rome that get bricked off, and it's at the 4 papal basilicas. But it's still kind of the same ceremony. You'll see bishops knocking on doors of their churches with their croziers. So no apartment damages. Power came back. Hey, that is wonderful. Still dealing with water not being potable. That's not good, but no apartment damage and power is a good thing. I don't know. We had holy years. Yeah, so Pope John Paul II. So it had been a thing, just like the Pope would call them when he felt that it was necessary in the life of the church as pastor. But Pope John Paul II instituted it to happen every 25 years. Yeah, so the regular one is every 25 years. And those are the oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of the ordinary ones, the regular, the pattern, the expected. The extraordinary are the ones where the Pope's like, we need something special. So like the Year of Mercy had one. And that was an extra special one because, again, every church was invited to have a Door of Mercy, which is awesome. 10 out of 10. Love mercy. But it's rooted in like the example of, yes, we do have a Discord. There you go. That link should still work, I hope. Discord links sometimes don't work. But yeah, it's rooted in the example of the the Jubilee years found in Deuteronomy of the ancient Israelites, where it was like every 7 years they'd have a minor Jubilee, and then every 7th set of 7, so every 49th year they'd have a great big one. Non-potable water isn't fun, but at least I won't sweat Death Knight. Yeah. Is it... Can you boil it, or is it just like you have to survive entirely off of bottled water kind of thing? You can boil it. Okay, so it's a pain. It's, you know, it's not imminently accessible like we're used to, but at least it means that you do have options. I probably shouldn't be jumping on graves. Also like to plug that Father Evan is part of Busted Halo, has hoodies and stuff. It's true, and they're comfy. Did yours arrive, Mel? Do you have your hoodie now? In fact, I think there's a command. It won't take you to the shop. Oh, okay. I thought you had ordered one. If you want to learn more about Busted Halo, let's see, where are those? Ah, paper. Because I realized, let's go visit our librarian friend. Surely by now we'll have restocked. You can just shower with it, but I've also heard horror stories. Yeah, it's... I think it's fine to wait. I'm trying to figure out my own tipping system for a sub-dono thing I want to do. You have your polished hoodie. That is a good hoodie, then. That's a limited run thing. Like, that's not something that we keep in stock at the bookstore where it came from. Wish it got colder here so you could wear a hoodie. That's valid. The price you pay for living in Florida, that and living with hurricanes. Buddy. Okay. We're getting up there. Probably better if I start bringing him ink sacks and things. I don't know if I have a bunch of ink sacks lying around. Actually, I know I do. Let's zip, zam, zoom really quickly before we raid on over to Petoni. Yeah, this year you get 2 hurricanes for the price of 1. Yeah, those were very close together. Would I like to watch for you when he goes live? No, well, I just wanted to make sure we do this because I've got an eye on the clock right here. Hello, my friend. I bring you the gift of ink sacks. Please give me 5 gemeralds. Please level up. Go, study, level up. Okay, a clock and a compass. Okay, expert, but it looks like he can still level up 1, so that's... Gambling with a soft G. Jambling. I'm so happy that I got the community to use jambling. I've been in your Discord for about 30 seconds. I haven't received a warning for caps lock. Lol. Protecting bots. They do their best to help, but sometimes they're actually not that helpful. It's like poor Junie. Anytime she raids into this channel, she always gets muted by Moobot. Although I think I changed it enough. Okay, all the other emeralds are at the base. So we're gonna call it there. I raided into myself. That's fun. Had that running in background the entire time. We love technology. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. Been part of this raid train. So much fun. Keep an eye out on it. Should keep going until I think Tuesday morning. Maybe later. I'm on it again with playing Spiritfarer. No, it goes until Wednesday morning at least, because I'm playing Spiritfarer, and that's on Tuesday. So yeah, it'll be fun. They're slowly restoring power to people. That's good. That is good and important. Will all caps get held by the bots? Not here. You got to do more caps than that. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. See? I figured it out. You're not Kevin in my head canon. Well, there was the Oops All Kevins episode, but I think that may have been before your time of joining into Goth. But thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, given bits, gifted subs, subbed themselves. Checked out the YouTube, checked out the Discord, all that good jazz. And are you allowed to ask me theological questions privately? Absolutely. Yeah, just find whatchamacallit. Just find me somewhere in there and just, send a DM and I'll do my best to answer it. But we'll go ahead. We're gonna raid on over to P-Tony. Hopefully he's live. He is live. Start that raid. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone for coming on by to this raid train bonus stream. I'll see y'all again on the raid train, hopefully on Tuesday afternoon. But keep following the train as it chugs along. We're gonna go into the station for P-Tony, and then after that, it's Catholic Game Network. After that, it goes into someone. I forget who. Fortunately, I have the schedule written down and when I need to go live and who I need to raid into, so that's the important part. But yeah, join me again on Monday for RPG Monday with Chrono Trigger. Tuesday, Spirituality Tuesday with Spiritfarer, and that'll be part of the raid train. Midweek Minecraft on Wednesday, and Thursday, more Castlevania 4. And yeah, please stick around for this game show. It'll be great. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care, and God bless.